What is up, everybody? My name is Michael Leonard, and I am starting this YouTube channel because this week is my 1-year anniversary of leaving my corporate, boring 9 to 5 and going out on my own. If you feel like there is more to life, if you feel like you are just tired of sitting at a job you hate, if you feel like you just can level up your life, if you feel like maybe you're struggling with your finances or your relationships or your health, and you just know that there's more out there, and you feel like you can do more, and if you want to level up your life, this is what this channel is going to be about. I am here to help you. My goal entirely is to help you just live a life that you absolutely love. So just to give you a little bit of backstory on who I am, like I said, I left my 6-figure corporate job a year ago. I was 29 years old at the time, and I left really unexpectedly to most people, but from the outside, people thought this was a great job, you're making a lot of money, you're in your 20s, you have great stuff. But while I was making money and having a good time, I guess, at the job, I really felt unfulfilled. And I felt like there was more to life out there than sitting at a job that you don't love, doing it for the next 40 years, retiring, and then calling it good. I just knew that there was more to life than that current model that society has told us is what we're supposed to do. And so I left with no money coming in. I had saved up a good amount from my job, and I just knew that if I could fully commit, that I would find a way to success. And it has not been easy, but I can tell you now, 1 year later, that if I can do it, absolutely anyone can. So like I mentioned, no money was coming in. I literally left one day, and the next day I had no boss, no one telling me what to do. It was on me. So I am a writer. That was one of the reasons I left, and I am a golfer. So what my goals were is to become really just an established writer, create a portfolio online, a brand online, and also become a professional golfer. So those were my two passions that have really fueled me to make such a big leap. So my thing was, if you want to take the island, you have to burn the boats. You have to commit. And by quitting my job, I absolutely committed 100% to focusing on myself, my goals, and helping as many people as I can, because I want to show that if I can do it, absolutely anyone else can. So I started first with my book that I published here. It was titled Advice for My Younger Self. That was really my first writing that I was able to get published on Amazon, and really well received. It's basically 20 principles and habits to set yourself up financially and in life to just create a really solid financial and personal and professional life. So just some basic habits of the things that school did not teach us. I'm a firm believer that the education system is extremely flawed. There are some professions that absolutely need the education system, but I felt like I graduated college with a really strong GPA, and I knew absolutely nothing about the real world, and that really pissed me off. So I did as much research as I could to understand finances and understand what it takes to save, budget, invest, and the most of my 20s were spent doing that and doing what society told me to do. And go to college, get a job, go on with life. And I realized, though, when I was doing all this, that I started to research successful people. I started to really see these headlines of people that were absolutely creating their own future, and it wasn't how society said. It was at a much earlier age. And it was at that point that I realized that you have to do this. And so the book is one of my main ways to help you. And then I also have a website, Inspire Your Success. And it's going to just show you as many principles, habits, routines, inspiration, motivation, and stories about how people have become extremely successful. You'll notice if you research successful people like Tony Robbins or Oprah Winfrey and just list of others, that most of these unbelievable successful people came from nothing. They had a terrible background. The odds were totally stacked against them. And so it's easy to think when you see these people that are ultra successful now that it can't be you. and it's probably just a story that you're telling yourself. And it's easy to do because society kind of tells us how to think, and we're easily adaptable to our environments growing up and throughout our education and getting out and becoming young adults. And I really want to help you just find a way to create the life that you want, whether it's what society wants or it's not. I just think that life is too short to settle for mediocrity, to settle for average. So my goal is 100% to inspire you, motivate you, show you people that are absolutely killing it on a small scale, on a huge scale, with videos, with websites, with books, with businesses. Whatever they're doing, my goal is to share it with you because I'm fascinated with what makes people successful, and I absolutely love sharing it with you. So if you are ready to take your life to the next level, if you are ready to finally wake up and just be ready to attack the day because you know that you are doing what you love, you're making progress. My favorite quote from Tony Robbins is progress equals happiness. That is such a big quote if you think about it. Human beings just want to make progress. We all want to just make adjustments up. It's when you're stale, it's when you're stagnant, it's when you're sitting there and you feel like you're not making progress that you feel stir crazy, you feel down, you feel like you should be doing better, you should be doing more. That is just what so many people go through in life, is just this flat line. And we need to have ups and downs. We need to use our mind, we need to use our body, and we need to create a life that we'll look back on one day and be so excited that we did it, and not one where we look back on and we have a lot of regrets. So my goal entirely is to help you progress in any area with whatever you're doing. And I really feel like if you watch this, if you read the stuff I send, and if you just change your life and you go after something, you will find a life that you absolutely love. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. Please follow me on social media where you can read as many articles and videos that I post. And please subscribe so that way you do not miss anything. I am in a 100 days, 100 YouTube videos challenge with a mastermind that I just left. It has me just pumped up and excited to produce content that you love, that will help you. So subscribe down below. If you have any questions about anything, if you want me to do a certain video on a topic, please let me know. I'm happy to do it. And thank you so much again. And remember, you can do anything.